Hello, my name is Nathan Taylor, otherwise known as Sockmatician, and this is a video tutorial to accompany the Sockmatician's Double Knitted Brioche ebook. This particular video shows you how to rearrange two pairs of stitches from knit purl order to knit knit purl purl in readiness for working the simple left leaning decrease or the simple right leaning decrease. Now, as you can see on my needle, I've got a knit stitch with its yarn over, followed by a purl stitch with its yarn over, and then a knit stitch, then a purl stitch, because we're alternating with a rib, of course, in double knitted brioche. What we need in order to work the simple left leaning and the simple right leaning decreases is these two knit stitches need to be decreased together, and these two purl stitches need to be decreased together. But of course, the knit stitches have this purl stitch in the way, and the purl stitches have this knit stitch in the way. So we need to rearrange the order before we can do it. It's very simply done. There are just 4 simple steps to doing it. And as always, I'm starting with my knit coloured yarn behind the work and my purl coloured yarn in front. First thing to do is insert the tip of the right needle purl-wise into the front of the first stitch with its yarn over, just like that, and the third stitch with its yarn over, missing out the second stitch completely. So I'm going into that one there, and then I'm going into that one there. And you see I haven't gone into the second stitch. Then I'm going to slide my left needle tip out of all 3 of those stitches. And if you look over the top of it, that second stitch with its yarn over has popped free at the back of the work. And before it goes anywhere, I'm going to grab it by sliding my left needle tip back into it. Now, as you can see, I've got the 2 knit stitches on this front needle and the 2 purl stitches on this back needle. What I tend to do is always give them a little bit of tension there, just to even up any tension issues between the stitches there. And then I'm going to slip the 2 knit stitches with their yarn overs each time, always working the stitches with the yarn overs throughout this maneuver, purl-wise back from the right needle to the left. And that has given me my 2 knit stitches. There they are, brown knit and brown knit with blue yarn overs there, and then my 2 blue purl stitches with their brown yarn overs next to each other. And then I can work these 2 stitches into a decrease for the front and these 2 stitches into a decrease for the back. Let me show you that again for clarity purposes. I've got my 2 knit stitches interspersed with my 2 purl stitches on the left needle there, and I'm going to insert the tip of my right needle purl-wise into the front of the first and the third stitches with their yarn overs, missing out the second stitch with its yarn over completely. Then I'm going to slide the tip of my left needle out of all 3 of those stitches, and you see that second stitch pops free at the back of the work, and I'm just going to stabilize that by sliding my left needle straight back into that second stitch, missing out the stitches which are still on the front needle. Little tug there just to make sure any discrepancies in tension get evened out, and then I can slip the 2 knit stitches with their yarn overs purl-wise 1 and 2 from the right needle back to the left. And that is how you rearrange 2 pairs of stitches from knit purl to knit knit purl purl, ready for the simple single decreases. Zip!